Welcome to the pool party.
Welcome to the flat party.
Welcome to the flat pool party.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Tony, what's your talk this week about?
Body language and communication.
So what are you gonna? It's for coaches, right?
Yes.
I knew that. I just asked that for the people on the video. Can you give me the three main takeaways?
Three main takeaways is that.
So we can get this ahead of release date.
Okay, so ahead of release date is that more people will pay attention to what you do with your body than what comes out of your mouth. So make sure that what you do inherently matches what you say. That's probably a big takeaway.
Give me an example.
So if I go,
Let me back up.
I go, that's a good job. Or if I go, you suck. You can see the message beforehand. You're taking that in. It's like always about to say something happy, and then kind of takes a turn for the worse. But ultimately, around 60 to 70% of message, somewhere in between there, I will get the exact notes. But between 60 and 70% of what people like actually hearing the message is going to be body language. So having the body language and the things that help accent your message or convey your message is just super important. Because people introverted, like the man behind the camera, tend to give really good messages and then inherently kind of like start thinking and look a little bit more reserved. So if you feel like you're a little bit more introverted, where it's like, hey, like I kind of like keep everything to myself, you might want to be a little bit more extroverted in your body language, and it might help your message a little bit more clear to clients.
Okay. I like that. That's 1 point, right?
That's 1 point.
Okay. What was that point again? Can you summarize it for us?
So your body language probably means more than your actual language.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Point number 2 is going to be that when people start talking to you about certain things, sometimes they don't really care about what you're talking about. They just want things. Oh God. He just drowned. She's reviving him.
It's a different field, but I get it.
That's not how you do CPR, but so when talking to people, things like, "Hey, do you like the weather? Oh, I love weather. How about you? You like weather? No one cares about the weather." It's just these little bit of social bids that people do that kind of like say, like, "Hey, I want to try and get along with this person. Let me do this like little thing that has the least chance of me getting hurt in the process." So I don't talk to you about your feelings first off when we meet, right? It's too aggressive.
Right.
I'll be like, "Hey, like, nice weather, isn't it? Oh, I love the weather." Now it's something we have in common. There, you can start building. I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, you hated your parents?" Well, I hate my parents too. Let's go. It's too deep. You have to do small bids, and then over time you can start earning your way towards larger ones. That's why it's really important to accept bids when they come to you. Like, "Hey, you know what? I love those shoes." "No, I really hate them." That's why I do it. You're rejecting that person's like method, or you're rejecting that person's way of kind of connecting with you. You're saying, "I'm not interested in you."
So I got this talk earlier today, and we were going through because he's going to give this later.
Beer's okay, though.
Yeah, it's fine. I guess this isn't over 18. Yeah, it's just on video. And that's one of my favorite points that you make is like you have to accept that bid because otherwise you're just an asshole.
Yeah. Well, it's the fact that it's kind of like the person's inherently saying like, "I want to try and be social with you," and they might not do a good job about it, but that's their attempt, right?
Yeah.
That's their way of saying like, "Hey, you know what? Let me see if I can cross that border." And by you denying it, you're burning that bridge before it's ever created.
Yeah.
So being like, "Hey, like, thank you. You know what? I like this about you too."
Yeah.
Like, "Hey, like, what do you think?" And then ask them another question. Shows that one, you accept their bid, and then you have an interest.
Keep it going. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's on you. Okay, so that's number 2. What summary of that one more time?
So the summary of that is that when people talk about the weather, you should answer and ask something about them. And then go from there.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Now point number 3 of the talk.
Point number 3. Okay. So point number 3.
Those are 2 big ones.
I would say is when doing something repeatedly in your job, you should always have some type of procedure. So, for example, when I present a program to a group, so mine is corporate fitness, I have to present to the same people and a lot of different people, and I do it the same exact time. I have a set script in my head. I have a set procedure. and it allows me to be very consistent with one, my product, which is my coaching, and two, like the quality of the message. So I'll be like, hey everybody, we're doing these 5 exercises, 10 reps, 10 reps, 10 reps. We're doing this for about a 15-minute circuit. Any questions on that format? Okay, then we're gonna start going through the movements. I'll demo it, and if I see everyone's body language that I start losing, I'll have them demo it with me. Just start like uncrossing their arms or actually start joining in. I get a little bit more engagement with that. So being standard like that gives me the ability to be consistent with my coaching and branch out if I need to, and always kind of come back to that. So I have a little bit of a home base. So when I've been teaching a couple of the interns here, when they their coaching message and their coaching product is really inconsistent, some days are really good, some days it's really bad, my challenge to them is to create a script or a format that they can always go to. And it doesn't have to be like mine, it can be whatever they feel comfortable with, but always having some type of standard that you hold yourself to. That way I can focus my energy on other things like coaching and inviting new people in, versus coming with a different script each and every time. So my message number 3 is if you're gonna do something repeatedly, have some sort of procedure or have some sort of script or format.
I like, and I feel like you emphasized it earlier, but the under, like, less obvious value of that is it becomes predictable for the people that you see often, and so they can use that as a cue. Like you were saying, as soon as you're done, you clap your hands and you say, "Let's go," and so everyone knows, okay, it's time to wake up again. You know, even if they were falling asleep or whatever.
And one thing I'm kind of really good is like you start off with a lot of different things. Like my script was really big, and I try to do these 3 or 4 different cues. Like I try to coach everyone out of mistakes that they didn't make yet. You know?
Hey, and I've done it too.
And everyone has. But inherently good coaching, you'll see all the good coaches do this, is they'll just show the movement. And they'll have everyone do it. Because if I'm showing 5 exercises, you're not gonna remember 5 exercises and 3 cues per exercise. And also this foot placement and this elbow. That was my Lance Gorky movement. And it's like I'm gonna remember that these are the movements I'm doing, and if I have something specific like a reverse lunge or rotation, I'm gonna have everyone focus in with me on that. I'm gonna be very pointed, so I'm gonna turn to them and be like, hey everybody, for this I want everyone to copy with me. Take a step back, now up here, everyone do this with me. We're gonna rotate as we kind of go down, loading that left hip. So now I'm having everyone do this with me. I'm bringing everyone's attention back in case I've lost in the first 2 movements, and now I can start building from there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's beautiful. What were the 3?
Oh, I don't even goddamn remember.
Something about bids, body language really matters.
First, body language matters more than actual language. 2, if someone asks you how's the weather, they don't give a crap about the weather. They just want to be friends with you. And number 3 is when you're going to do something consistently, have some more format or script that you can kind of go back to as your home base and always deviate from, but you have to have a home base.
That's beautiful. That's Tony Giuliano from the Pete and Tess pool party. So you guys are welcome to see him again. Hopefully we can get him back on here. Alrighty. Have a good weekend.